The Volturi don't give second chances. Hi everyone! So I don't know if you'll be able to tell from my costume or my attempt at a cape. I'm trying to do a Volturi look from the upcoming Eclipse movie, the Twilight Eclipse movie, and I watched the trailer for the movie and there's going to be a lot more action, I think, with the Volturi vampires. And I'm going to be doing the look from Jane. So here you can see it. Her look is actually really simple. It's just a little bit of gray eyeshadow with a very kind of rounded eye shape, and her face is just totally white. Well, not totally white, but it's like really pale, almost going to the slightly gray side. And the lips are kind of natural. There's a little bit of color on her lips. Now, what I did before the video started, I don't show this, I actually airbrushed my face because I wanted to go lighter than my natural skin tone color. So I actually don't show that in the video because I want to do a separate video on airbrushing. But what you can do is just use your foundation that you would use and then mix it with a white foundation if you want to go for the pale look. I just used I used an airbrush foundation and I mixed a drop or a couple drops of white airbrushing foundation, and then I just airbrushed my whole face and like my neck down to like here somewhere. I don't think most people have an airbrush machine, so you can just try doing it with regular foundation, or if you don't have a white foundation, you can just use like a foundation that's lighter than your actual skin tone color, and it'll just kind of give that effect. So if you want to see how to do it, keep watching and I hope you enjoy. So the first thing that I did is I just applied a primer potion, Urban Decay primer potion on my eyes, just dabbing it all over here and then just a little bit on the lower lash line. I'm going to take the first color, I'm going to use this one. This is Midnight Toast, and it's just a really light a matte eyeshadow. And you're going to apply first the highlight, and you also can apply a little bit of this color on the very inner eyelid. And this is going to help to blend out the matte eyeshadows since you're going to be working with a lot of mattes. This is just easier, otherwise it's going to be a little bit hard to maybe blend out in the crease and stuff. So I'm going to use the MAC 272 for the next step, and I'm going to take this eyeshadow. This one is also by MAC, and this is called Copper Plate. This is also matte. And I'm going to get a little bit out of my brush and just tap off the excess so you don't get fallout. You're going to apply this on your lid. And you're kind of going to make like a round shape. Then you can also just take a little bit of that onto the tip of the brush and just put it right on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to use the next color. I'm using this one. This is also by MAC, and this is called Print. And what you're going to do with this one is just place it on the outer corner. You're going to place it, and then with the tip of the brush you can start going into your crease and bringing that inward. And you just want to make sure that you also connect it to your lash line down here. And you can just take your time blending this because these are matte eyeshadows, so sometimes they are a little bit harder to blend, but you don't want to blend it out completely. You kind of want that roundish shape. Then I'm going to take the MAC 219, this is just a pencil brush, and just use a little bit of that eyeshadow, again the Print, get a little bit of that on there. And then you're just going to put a little bit of this also on the lower lash line, just kind of like on the outer, like maybe on the half of it. You're not going all the way in with this. Then I'm going to take a black kohl pencil, this one is MAC Feline, and I'm going to just put a little bit of this just along the top lash line. We're going to be blending this out so it doesn't have to be totally perfect. Just want to do little strokes kind of right in between your lashes. And also just a little bit of that same pencil on the lower lash line. Kind of just putting this right onto the lash area. Then I'm going to take my pencil brush again and I'm going to smudge that line. I'm going to just apply a little bit of the Copper Plate eyeshadow again, just on the inner part of that line, just so it kind of blends. And then I'm taking a small angle brush like this with a little bit of a black eyeshadow. This is MAC Carbon. Just place that right on that pencil on the very, very outer corner. So you see now the eyeliner is really blended with the shadow. Now I'm going to take another black eye pencil. This one's a little bit more longer lasting than the one by MAC. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. It's just a drugstore brand here, but you can use anything that you have. And I'm just going to apply that right onto my waterline. Alright, so I went ahead and just applied mascara on my lashes. If you don't have like very long lashes at all, you can use false lashes, just don't use ones that are very dramatic. It looks like Jane has kind of very natural looking lashes, so use maybe some that are more kind of, you know, natural length. And the eyebrow I just defined using a little bit of eyeshadow and an angled brush. I just used, again, Copper Plate, and I'm going to use a little bit of the MAC Studio Finish, and I've already actually done this. So what I just did is I just applied a tiny bit of concealer on my lips to just to get rid of the pigmentation, because my lips are pretty pink. So I'm going to use a lipstick by L'Oreal. This was some limited edition thing. It's called Sheer Nude number 466. It does kind of look like her lips are a bit more on the tawny shade, and they're not completely covered, so I'm just going to dab this on. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this one on top. This is NYX lip gloss, and this is in Perfect. This is just a little bit darker, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on as well. Okay, so I think that's pretty much actually it for the makeup. It doesn't look like she has anything else on her face. It's just completely neutral. She doesn't have any cheek color or anything on that, so then you can go and put on your cape and get ready. Alright, so I obviously fail in the cape department. I tried to create a cape out of this black scarf that I have, and it's just not behaving as I would want. I'm trying to make it go like this, but it keeps falling, so this is obviously not a very good cape. But yeah, she does wear those capes in the trailer. I kind of look more like a nun with this actually, but whatever, you get the idea. So the whole look is actually very, very simple. I think it's really easy, and yeah, if you want to go all out, of course, you can put in the red contact lenses that she has. I obviously don't have those, but if you wanted to go the whole Volturi thing, the red contact lenses are a must, and probably they wouldn't wear hot pink nail polish, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's it for my Jane Volturi vampire look from Twilight, or Eclipse. So have fun at the movie if you're going, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Bye!